Well, thanks for being here. This is just to give an update on our housing efforts. As you know, the Housing Quality Task Force gave me a great report a couple of years ago, and we continue to act on that. So I wanted to give an update on where we are as it relates to housing. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm excited to provide this update. I'm joined by Carol Wheeler, who's our manager of housing, and Patrick Beath, our corporation counsel. So I'm excited to talk about housing. As you know, hands down, that is one of the top topics that we hear from residents in the community on a regular basis. And as you know, regularly it ranks at the top of all of the things that our residents talk about. And of course, vibrant housing options are not the responsibility of city government alone. It takes all of us, committed homeowners, engaged renters, responsible landlords, visionaries, developers, community organizations, neighborhood associations, and city government, all of us working together to make housing a reality for all. And we can't rely on traditional approaches to address our housing challenges. We must innovate, and I'm happy to say that we are. Let me start with an update on our efforts to increase home ownership opportunities. As I've said before, not everyone wants to own their own home, but everyone who does should have the opportunity to do so. And that was the vision behind our Buy the Block program. If you remember, we launched that in 2023. We were able to use ARPA dollars, and we were able to invest in housing and infrastructure. Through the city's subsidizing of 56 new home builds, we have 56 families mowing lawns, paying mortgages, and building home equity that will pay dividends for generations to come. And recently we announced the Rochester Roots. The Rochester Land Bank and its partners are building 15 new energy-efficient, affordable homes in the Josana neighborhood. Like Buy the Block, these homes will give income-eligible Rochester residents another path to home ownership and generational wealth. And applications will open in early 2027, and you can bet I'll be standing here to announce the details as soon as that opportunity opens up. And as I announced last summer, if you remember, we are also exploring how new manufactured housing can help address the demand for home ownership. We expect to begin a pilot program late this year or early next year to build and install 9 factory-built homes. The pilot will help us determine how this approach could reduce construction costs while increasing access to quality single-family houses. We're on track to engage potential home buyers in that manufactured home pilot by next summer. We're also partnering with New York State on an innovative manufactured housing effort. The land bank will bring 15 cross-mod homes to Rochester through the state's Move In New York program. Cross-mod, short for crossover and modern, refers to homes that combine the affordability and speed of factory-built construction with the look and feel and financing options of traditional site-built homes. This approach allows us to build quality, affordable homes faster and at a lower cost, helping more Rochester residents achieve home ownership and build wealth. We will take application for these homes in 2027 as well. And as you know, this pilot program is important to us, and I'm also happy to announce that our goal is to build, in the coming year, 100 homes, new homes on 100 lots. So our 100 homes on 100 lots initiative, you'll be hearing more about that coming. A lot of it will be predicated on how these 7 homes that are manufactured, how that is gonna go. I believe that it will go well, so stay tuned to hear more about 100 homes on 100 lots. The Rochester Land Bank Corporation is also reviving vacant and underused properties and translating that into home ownership opportunities. Through the Rehabilitate a Dream program, 10 land bank homes have already been renovated and sold to new owner occupants. There are 3 homes available right now to potential homeowners, and more homes are expected to become available in 2027. The cityofrochester.gov/rehab the dream to learn more to apply. Again, that's cityofrochester.gov/rehab the dream to learn to apply. So if you dream of home ownership, we're offering a multitude of opportunities to help you make that dream come true. And then I want to say before I turn it over to my colleagues here, at the same time, we have been helping to expand the stock of high quality, market rate, and affordable rental housing options as well. Since 2022, The city-supported projects have helped create more than 3,165 affordable rental housing units, including 638 supporting units. That means 638 of our most vulnerable residents now have a home and the services they need to get back on track right at their doorstep. The city has supported the creation or rehabilitation of 850 market rate rental units because we need to provide housing options across the full spectrum of residents and incomes. And these projects, this is a major milestone for us, these projects represent more than $1.5 billion in affordable housing investments and nearly $400 million in market rate developments since 2022. You can see the work in progress across the city. We've got 129 new affordable units underway in the Gateway Apartments on East Main Street downtown, 153 rehabbed affordable units under construction in Los Flamboyanes project in Northeast, 41 rehab and new construction market rate units in the Hive on St. Paul in the Southwest, and 8 rehab market rate units going in across from the Center City Courtyard development downtown on West Main Street. I want to bring Carol Wheeler, the manager of our housing for the city, who has helped guide a lot of this work, to speak about our housing strategies. And Carol, I'll have you come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. From the mayor's remarks, you can garner that there is significant investment in housing and there is more to come. My comments will hone in on housing is interconnected, homebuyer homeownership successes, helping residents remain in their homes, and also speak a little bit about rental housing. Housing being interconnected. Our strategies and investment is part of a larger vision that is outlined and consistent with our 2034 comprehensive plan, our 5-year strategic consolidated plan, and recommendations from the Housing Quality Task Force, and more recently, even our housing market study. Now, not only do we develop high quality housing that is available to lower income households, we are helping to reshape and revitalize neighborhoods by building on past and present investments. A prime example is by the block that the mayor mentioned. In the Northeast, there were 24 by the block homes that were created, new owner occupants in that area. And it was built on other investment that has taken place. DePaul's Upper Falls Square project, also known as Ellen Stubbs project, provided 150 new units of housing right on Upper Falls and Hudson Avenue. And directly across the street from that, a new gas station was constructed. And this is on another corner of Hudson Avenue, right in that same area, a very new school number 22. Right on Thomas Street, where many of the by-the-block homes were built, Rochester Housing Authority, one of our partners, renovated their townhomes that are right at the corner of Thomas and Upper Falls. Now down the street, on the corner of Upper Falls and Clinton Avenue, and the mayor mentioned it, is the redevelopment of Los Flamboyanes, where a part of the project was demolished and rebuilt with the recommendation of the community to have it resemble Old San Juan. The colorful buildings complement nicely the mural to be painted on the tower, providing a beautiful entranceway into North Clinton Avenue, which we also know as La Avenida. Edna Craven Estates. It was constructed not too long ago, and it houses 164 new units right in the same area. Also in the Hudson Avenue corridor, there is a new Fireman's Union Hall. There was an uplift to Community Bikes, which is right on Hudson Avenue. Boss Sauce, which is one of our staples here in the city of Rochester. invested in their property. Rochester Management, they owned Chatham Gardens, which is right along the Hudson Avenue corridor, and that was something that was renovated. And the Anthony Jordan Health Center, which is another staple in our community, built and added on to their facility a new dental wing. All of this in the same area, helping to revitalize that Hudson Avenue corner. But it doesn't stop there. The First Genesis Baptist Church, in conjunction with Rochester Management Incorporated, has underway 22 new homes that are right adjacent to our by-the-block homes that we spoke of, the 24 homes. So with that, an additional number of owner occupants helping to stabilize and revitalize that area. It doesn't stop there. Right now underway, there's another 105 units right in the same vicinity that will be used for senior housing. It doesn't stop there. Baden Park, which many of the residents utilize and others from other parts of the city come in and take advantage of. The plan is coming together to redevelop that space. Also in that area is the Baden Street Settlement, which has served the neighborhood for many, many years. All of these projects are helping to reshape, revitalize, and have this area reimagined. Transforming, though, neighborhoods is not just the act of the city, but all stakeholders, partners, developers, the faith community, schools, and residents. It doesn't stop there. Similar activity is happening in the Southwest as well. We have underway 32 by-the-block homes that's close in proximity to the Bull's Head project. And already with the Bull's Head project, we already see out of the ground and operating the ESL bank. And we are thankful that that is a branch that is located in this area. Zion Hill, they not too long ago opened up their units for senior housing. But again, this is in the Southwest. This is on the Genesee Street area. This is all connected to Bull's Head. And again, what you will see that there will be a transformation in that area. The other thing I wanted to mention was home buyer assistance program successes. Since the mayor's tenure, he has emphasized homeownership, owner occupancy in our neighborhood. And there are many new construction projects that have been mentioned. He mentioned them, the cross mob, the manufactured, and by the block. But along with all of these, we still have our staples of Home Rochester, which is acquisition rehab, and Habitat for Humanity, their new construction program. One of the things that we are very excited about, that on East Avenue, we will have affordable condos coming into play. This is another product that we haven't seen before. Over the past year, we have doubled the number of buyers than we had last year. We had 114 new buyers coming to participate in our home buyer programs. We have added a new employer to our employer-assisted housing initiative, ES&L. And there has been increased investment by one of our largest employers, the University of Rochester. Our YAHI program partners with local employers. We provide an incentive to purchase homes in the city. We match their benefit dollar for dollar up to $5,000. And we're excited and energized by the interest of families owning a home in our city. But we don't just want people to purchase homes in our city. We want to make sure that they are successful and they're able to remain in their homes. We purchase with agencies to provide pre- and post-purchase training. We operate programs such as the mortgage default and foreclosure prevention to help individuals who may have fallen on a difficult time. We offer repair programs that, again, help individuals, helping those households remain in their homes. And with the rehab, we are always looking to increase the number of contractors that we have working in our programs. And we would encourage anyone who has that ability to contact the City of Rochester and partner with us in helping us to preserve our housing stock. Also, as you are an owner, we do want to make sure that you are positioning yourselves too to transition and leave that legacy of home ownership. So our Office of Financial Empowerment, we have insistently asked people to make sure that they're taking consideration what happens next. And one of those what happens next is making sure that you have a will. Rental housing. Homeownership is great, but the mayor did mention that homeownership may not be for everyone. So it's essential for us to continue to increase options for high quality rental. And several projects have been completed over the past year and others have gotten underway. We are currently reviewing new projects as a result of our annual Affordable Housing RFP. Now, by all the information shared so far, you can tell that our city is attracting major investment, both for owner occupants and investors, and making a difference to improve the quality of life for all our residents.
Thank you.
Mayor.
Thank you, Carol, and thank you for all the work of the team, the housing team. We know that good housing policy works if it has the tools and the commitment to hold property owners accountable when those standards are not met. And our law department has been instrumental in strengthening our code enforcement efforts and protecting Rochester residents. As you know, as part of our report and ongoing housing activities, we make sure that we are dealing with compliance as it relates to housing. So with that, I want to bring up Patrick Beath, our Corporation Counsel, for anything that he would like to add. Patrick.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, everybody. We, the law department, continue to work closely with our code enforcement colleagues to make sure that property owners are keeping their properties up to code, keeping them quality places where our residents can live. You just heard about all the new places we're constructing, but we've got a lot of existing buildings, a lot of existing residences, and we want to keep them up to snuff. In the past year, my office has brought over 170 units to court involving 1,441 open violations. We've collected over $250,000 in fines and recouped emergency abatement costs. And because of that, because so many landowners see how aggressive we've been in addressing these code issues, often these cases are being resolved in a shorter time than ever before. Because people don't want these to be drawn out. People don't want to have to pay those extra fines. And so more and more, these are being resolved almost as soon as we serve people with papers. We've also overseen the complete unit-by-unit renovation of a 55-unit building on Genesee Street. And in addition to using the court process, we also partner with lenders where the property owners are not doing what they need to do, and where we can get the lender to help us by using mortgages to get the property owners to act responsibly or to sell those buildings to somebody else who will. And so there are a number of mortgage holders that we continue to work closely with to make sure properties are kept up to snuff in the city. We look forward to continuing to partner with code enforcement to do all these things to keep the quality of housing high in the city of Rochester. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick, and we are grateful. We're one of the few cities that has a housing attorney dedicated specifically to housing. That was a recommendation that was in our report that we continue to carry out as we look at overall housing. So as you can see with what you've heard today, as well as the innovative things that we are trying, our 100 homes on 100 lots. We are trying new things. We are creating more homeownership opportunities. We are rehabilitating existing homes, and we are exploring new construction methods. We are bringing vacant properties back to productive use, and we are continuing to protect the quality of rental housing. This work is about our people, our neighborhoods, and our Rochester's future, and we look forward to even more exciting updates when we give the next quarterly update on our housing initiatives.